Hi guys, welcome to Humber Koi. Sadly, it's the end of the koi season. Winter is pretty much upon us. As of next week, we're forecast snow and minus temperatures. And we're looking towards what we are going to do to the pond in spring.
皆さんこんにちは、ハンバーのリアです。ここに来てください。最後のビデオにとても素敵なコメントを残してくれてありがとう。新しい魚がやってくると言っています。Sorry, Japanese lessons. I'm Leo from Humber Koi. Thank you all for leaving super nice comments on my last video about my fish. Wonderful. Can't wait to show you all when it's here. Don't need you no more. All we can think about is next koi season, because it's going to be winter soon. There's going to be some huge changes in this pond, and I'm going to show you what we don't really like and what is going to be changed. Our pond is 4 metres by 2 metres. We have a 1 metre ledge which is 80 centimetres deep. By removing this ledge, we will gain back in our pond 1,600 litres.
So the next thing on our list to remove is the retro bottom drain. What we would like to see is all pipes, rocks and plants completely out of the pond and make it so they've got more room to swim without knocking into stuff. So this retro bottom drain needs to be removed. The skimmer, which is in the pond, needs to be removed as well. Give them much more room to swim.
This is our skimmer. It's an in-wall modified skimmer. And how we've modified it? Well, we've made it so it can sit there and it feeds the backy shower.
That's right. So me and Leo, we cut the back off it and we welded a union on the back in order for it to work in our current situation. But we would like that off.
This is where it should be, and we would like it so it goes to a pre-filter, which is like a Tempest over there.
By moving it there, it removes all pipework out of the pond. We can get rid of the ledge, the rocks and the plants, and maybe the thought was to put another pond above where Leo is sat with all the plants in there that cascades into this pond.
So there's a couple of ways we can do this. My dad is going to explain.
So the first thing we'll have to do is take all the cappings off the pond and remove the liner. Obviously we're going to have to put the fish in a swimming pool in order to do that and put a temporary filter on that in order for it to work. Then we want to dig a bottom drain into the pond so we have no pipework in there. The biggest stumbling block here is, do we keep the pond gravity fed? Because our filter is high, and it's also high for a reason, because all of our drainage and stuff is there. If we do that, we'll have to come from either a 4-inch or a 2-inch bottom drain up, pumped to the filter, and then gravity back. That's not out the question, but I would really like mid-returns and things like that in the pond. So do we go to the effort of making it gravity, which would mean we'd have to dig the full filter house a metre deep. These are two things that we are looking at. There is a third option. Let's show you the third option.
This is option 3, Mummy's grass. Very nice grass. We might turn this into a pond, and this is where the bottom drain will be. But the filter would have to be gravity, which means it would have to be 1 metre into the ground. Do we do it or do we not?
So one of the benefits of taking this area and turning it into a pond would be we could move the nexus onto the edge of the pond there and stick a cage pump on the end of it, and that would work fine there. We could leave the pond completely as it is. We could then dismantle the filter shed, dig it a metre deep, put a sump in it so we can pump wastewater out, and then channel a bottom drain straight across. I understand this is a lot of work, and we have to get it by the long-haired captain. That'll be the hardest point. This is a better area of the garden because now in winter the pond gets no sun, but where Leo was stood before still gets sun, so we still get heat from the pond. So I think keeping everything in the same place is probably a wise option. It doesn't mean I have to get rid of a load of soil, and there's already a lot of the work is done. The only predicament here is if I stick a bottom drain in a pump fed system, do I go 4-inch up to the filter shed and then reduce it down to 2-inch before it hits the pump, or do I go 2-inch straight the way through? Both of them, before they hit the pump, would need a non-return valve.
The next step for us is to have a Humber Koi business meeting with Mummy to get our ideas through to her. Let's put that aside and let's focus on some of the other topics we have. Grandpa has just ordered his new window. That is really cool. Give you more updates soon.
That is exciting, Leo. He's also ordered his liner. Both of these was purchased from Matt at Humber Koi Dorset. He looked after us and gave us a fantastic price. A couple of other updates. The pub pond's doing fantastic, and so is Bob's pond. We've been back to both of them and both testing really well.
Guys, we have had the Humber Koi business meeting and it's not looking good. We cannot turn Mummy's grass into a new pond, but we have free reign of this side of the garden, which means we can go nuts.
So we've been given free reign, but the one stipulation is that we don't touch Nicky's blossom tree. But we are considering putting a pond at the top there, filling it full of plants and having it go from the skimmer line into a shower in that top pond, then cascading back into our pond. We want to take the liner out, dig the ledge out and stick a bottom drain in. It's just whether it's worth all the effort to go gravity or when we can make it work through a bottom drain pump fed. That's what I'd like to do. Any ideas, guys, stick them in the comments. We are open to any feedback. I think it's a week on Saturday. We are at George's at Wakefield Koi's Growing Show. I'm going to stick a little video down here of the shearers from Omasako. I think there's 3 places left, so if anyone fancies an Omasako shearer at a good price, drop George a message. The link's in the previous video. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you all for watching.
Bye bye.
See you soon. Bye bye now.